Alright, yo, it's your boy, whatever my name is, and we here talking about Detective Pikachu. Was it a flop? I don't know. Well, I know. We're gonna review it right now. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what I thought. I'm gonna give you my thoughts about the movie. Me and my homies went to go see it the other day. After Asen, yo, shout out my boy Orvin. Shout out my other niggas for seeing the movie with me. Jared, Michael, appreciate y'all. Anyway, so the story is pretty much Tim's father dies, right? Tim goes to collect his father's things, and once he goes to his father's apartment, he finds a talking Pikachu. That talking Pikachu convinces him that his father is still alive. Uh, so then they go on a little adventure looking for clues and stuff to figure out what happens to Tim's father. So that's pretty much the story, right? So it's one of those stories where it's like, oh, yo, the main character's father dies. I gotta figure out what happened to my father, so on, and it's pretty meh. I'll be honest with you. The story was kind of boring. Excuse me, drinking water. Drink water. Water is very important. The story was kind of boring. The villain was kind of meh too. So the villain's whole thing was, I want to transfer my consciousness into a different Pokemon because my legs don't work no more. The whole time that's me. I should probably do the same thing. But still, it was like one of those, right? The villain, like, I feel like if the movie was a little bit longer, it could have fleshed out those characters. Because Tim, in my opinion, is pretty boring. Like, Detective Pikachu holds Tim. Like, without Detective Pikachu, Tim would be a whack character. Like, I don't feel like anyone would have any enjoyment at all watching the movie. It's like that saying, or how's it go? You can't have one without the other. Thing is, if Tim wasn't there and it was just Detective Pikachu, the movie probably still did fine. Like, Tim is just that boring of a character, right? You really, like, I feel like he really had no motivation at all until he met Detective Pikachu. So, but yeah, I also talk about Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is fucking funny, or the Pikachu is Tim's partner. Is funny, and he's sassy, dude. It's pretty much what you would want from a detective, right? And it works so well. First of all, the way Pikachu looks in this movie, in the first place, looks so good. He looks like a fucking Pikachu, like an actual Pikachu. If Pokemon was real, that's what I would think a Pikachu would look like. That. But yeah. So Pikachu, pretty much like I said, he holds Tim. Without Detective Pikachu, Tim would be boring. There was also this other character. I forget her name. She was very fucking intrusive and bold as fuck. Like, so I remember in the movie, right? Tim was he went into his father's apartment, right? Before he went into his father's apartment, he checked the mailbox, his father's mailbox. And she was like, yo, I haven't seen nobody open that mailbox for like hours, and I've been waiting here the whole time. So that means you must have known who lived here, and so on, right? So she's fucking weird, right? But she's an intern for like this news company, and she's trying to get. She's supposed to be. She's an intern, right? But she wants to be a reporter, and she wants to get some big scoop. So I can see why she's doing that, but like still, it was still kind of weird. Her character felt weird and out of place. First of all, I don't even think she had like. I don't. She didn't have that. She didn't have personality, to be honest with you. Like, now that I think about it, she's forgettable. Like, she was with Tim throughout the whole movie, and she's forgettable. Tim is also very forgettable too. I'm not gonna hold you. The character development for this movie wasn't really that good at all. Now that I think about it, like Tim, like he had some motivation right after the Pikachu told him that his father could still be alive, and that's about it. I mean, I feel like there should have been more. Same with the girl. After she was just trying to get a scoop. I feel like there was no character development with her at all. It was weird. I should take notes because I feel like this is all over the place. So yeah, I feel like both Tim and her are very forgettable. Granted, you really won't forget Tim because, like I said, Detective Pikachu's partner. But still, there was romance in the movie between the two, which wasn't needed at all. The romance really did feel out of place. If you play the games, right? I feel like I don't know. I feel like the games had nothing to do with the movie because the game's completely different. But the romance in the games felt really weird too. It felt about the same like it is in this movie, and it was not needed. like it. I don't know. It just wasn't needed at all. It just made the movie. It just made like the interaction between the two feel. I'm tired of saying weird, but it just didn't feel natural at all. So yeah, the romance was not needed at all. Um, let's see, yo. Main reason anyone should have went to go see this movie was for the Pokemon. Main reason why I went to go see the movie is because I wanted to see the Pokemon. Alright? So, the Pokemon, bro, I think they did an amazing job with the Pokemon. The way they did Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, what was there? There was a Snorlax, there was Bulbasaur, there were Fungus, or not Fungus, I forget the name of the new niggas from Gen 7. They did an amazing job. If Pokemon was real, I feel like this would be it, dude. Like, as a kid, you dream about this stuff, right? You, like, I don't know, maybe like, as a kid, you dream about this stuff. You want this stuff to be real. So like when I see this, like how Pokemon look in this movie, it makes my little kid heart jump, dude. As an OG Pokemon fan, it makes me happy to see these Pokemon real. Like if this shit was actually like a real life thing, dude, I would quit school, dude. I would quit this YouTube, nigga. I would be outside catching Pokemon, living my fucking living my dream, bro. Being a fucking Pokemon trainer, collecting badges, fucking taking on the leagues, all that, nigga. I would have my fucking Pokemon, my animals fight your animals, shit like that, bro. I would be out here. And like that's the stuff, like I said, that's the stuff you dream about as a kid. So seeing how they did it, the adaptation for the Pokemon, they did an amazing job. It's only like 3 Pokemon that I didn't like, and that was Charizard, but I'm iffy on it, right? But there was Gengar and there was Lickitung. Gengar was fucking ugly in that scene in the movie when they were like bowling, dude. Gengar looked fucking disgusting. Like it did not look like a Gengar. That looked like a whole different type of monster. Like that looked like something that didn't even belong in Pokemon. And Lickitung, bro, don't get me started on the Lickitung. There was a scene in the movie where Lickitung just licks Tim's face, like his heavy ass tongue on Tim's face. It was so disturbing, dude. It was so disturbing, bro. Dude, Lickitung is fucking. Like, I feel like the worst Pokemon out of the 3 I named, Doc, Lickitung is number 1. Lickitung is definitely nightmare feel. I can't English. What else was there? The jokes, the whole Mr. Mime skit, right, that they had when they were interrogating Mr. Mime. That was funny, dude. Like, I feel like the trailer when they show it doesn't do it justice, dude. Like, the whole skit, if I were to say you wanted to see the movie, right, nigga, you should see the movie for just that alone. That Mr. Mime scene was funny as hell, and the humor in this movie isn't like kiddie, you know, like. Kids could understand the jokes, right? But it isn't like fucking downplayed. Like it's actually like good humor. There's one scene, right? And I don't even think this was a joke, but it made me laugh. There was this Ditto was fighting the villain's son, right? And the villain's son, he kicked that fucking Ditto outside of the skyscraper, dude. That shit was so funny. Like, niggas were sad for like 2 seconds because like it's like, oh damn, that's animal cruelty. You can't be out here kicking no fucking Ditto. But me, bro, I was laughing my ass off when I seen it, dude. I was like, yo, fuck that Ditto. Yo, I'd fucking probably be a bad Pokemon trainer. But you know, still. Also, what I like about this movie, right, is I feel like you don't need any prior knowledge to Pokemon. Like, you could jump right into this movie. You don't need to play the games. You didn't have to watch the series, any of that. You could just jump right into this movie. And I think that they did a good job with that, right? Because I feel like if they would have told the Pokemon story like in the games where like a trainer fucking fights the gyms and shit, and do the league would probably be boring. Right? So what they did with Detective Pikachu was really good. Anybody can jump into it. Bring your kids, bring your girlfriend, bring whoever, your cousins, anybody who has never seen a Pokemon movie before, I feel like would enjoy this movie. Alright, like I said, the story is kind of meh, and the characters are forgettable, but there was still some enjoyment in the movie. Right? So yeah, that's also what I like about the movie. Like I said, I should have took notes. Would have made reviewing this shit easier. But like, yeah, I feel like like I said, I feel like there's enjoyment in this movie, but I feel like that's my bias, dog. Like I feel like since I've been playing Pokemon since fucking I was a kid, like until this day, and I'm 20 years old. I feel like I'm just biased because I love Pokemon. This first game, one of the first games I played growing up, all that, dude. I just love Pokemon. So yeah, um, the pros I would guess would be like I said, the cool Pokemon design, the fucking adaptation of Pokemon did a really good job. How Pokemon would like work in modern day. So there was Loudred and like this the battle underground battle club shit, right? And they were like playing music through their things, like they were beatboxing and shit, and it sounded so good. What else? Also, another pro would be like I said, you could jump into this movie without any prior knowledge at all. I feel like you would enjoy it still. Cons, the characters are forgettable. The story is meh, and the villain is kind of also, like I said, forgettable and boring. Overall, if I were like to grade this, like on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it a solid 6. And there's nothing wrong with sixes, dude. Like I feel like you can enjoy a movie even if its scores low. Six aren't bad. Sevens aren't bad. So yeah, if you have the time, and if you're a fucking Pokemon fan, you should have already seen this movie. But if you have the time, if you don't have anything else to watch, and you want to go see the movie with your kids, with your friends or whatever, check the movie out. It's a decent movie. I promise you that it's a decent movie. I found there was a lot of enjoyment in the movie. So yeah, check it out. You will love the way the Pokemon move and act in the movie too. So yeah, it's been your boy, whatever my name is. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.